Our names are Sinéad and Carroll. We are transition year students from Presentation Secondary School, Listowel. Our project is titled Melting the Problem: The Effects and Alternatives of NaCI on Frosty Irish Roads. Through our project, we aim to find the effects and alternatives of NaCI. To do this, we did a variety of different experiments.
So we have carried out a combination of practical experiments, comparative analysis, and both primary and secondary research. So we completed 3 practical experiments. Our first one was a melting rate test, and within this experiment we put equal amounts of ice in 2 containers. Then we applied each of our de-icers to the ice and we measured the amount of meltwater left behind. So upon reading our results of this project, we found a strong correlation between the solubility and effectiveness of our de-icers. So when we looked at our results, we found that NaCl and cheese brine had the greatest volume of meltwater overall. So this corroborates with the principle of freezing point depression, in which adding a solute to a solvent lowers the freezing point of water, hence disrupting isolysis. For our second experiment, we completed a relative freezing test. So within this test, we put solutions of water and de-icers into containers. We put them in a freezer and we measured how long it would take to freeze them. So within this test, we found that non-solubles such as NaCl and cheese brine froze slower than granular materials such as cat litter, freeze-dried blueberries, sawdust and sand. Our last experiment was a friction test. So within this test we applied each substance to a tarmac surface and applied a Newton spring balance and pulled it across the surface. So when we assessed the results of this experiment, we found that granular materials fared better, and along with NaCl, cheese brine, which cheese brine is viscous, so it has a lot of sugars and organic compounds. This increases the adhesiveness to the road surface. So overall, cheese brine works really well. Do you want to talk about it?
So in conclusion of our results, with our findings, cheese brine is a viable alternative to NaCl. It has many environmental upvotes as well for it, as NaCl has a lot of downsides to our environment, as such as the runoff causing disruption to freshwater organisms, and also leaching into our soil, causing soil degradation. So we think that cheese brine would be a viable alternative to NaCl, and it would help our environment.